Hi, good afternoon. Welcome to the Bronx Community Board Aging Committee meeting, this Thursday, December 12th, 2024. Today we're at the location of the Methodist Home for the Nursing and Rehabilitation. And we're gonna welcome you all. So we're gonna welcome the people that we have here. We have Henry Morales from Right at Home. And we have Georgia Santiago. We have Georgia Santiago, and we also have Doyle McCarthy here. I'm gonna take a quick roll call. So Mary Ellen Gibbs is present. Georgia Santiago is, Georgia, you're present?
Yes, I'm present.
Hi, Georgia.
All right, Mary Ellen.
Oops, oops. Hold on, I wrote it in the wrong place.
Hi, dear. I heard someone.
And Barbara
Hello.
Kale is absent. Okay, and on to the chair's report. I'm sorry. We don't have quorum. We do have quorum? Okay, so we do have quorum, so we can vote on the minutes. George, you read the minutes?
Not really. I read some of them. I got to read some.
Okay,
and I
but enough to know,
apologize.
you know, I see the only correction that I see on here is one of our guest name is Ellen Namer. We just have to take out an M, it's Namer. So we'll take care of that. And everything else, Georgia, do you approve the minutes?
I do.
Okay, and I do too, so therefore the minutes approved unanimously. So now we go on to the chair's report.
Hi.
Last month we had the lawyer and she was amazing. She was
Right.
Teresa Grant. Sloat, she did law rules and ethics for and law wills and ethics for older adults. And very informative meeting, a lot of good questions, and it was a very good meeting. Today, we're at the Methodist Home and we now have is she with us? Oh no, hi, how are you? Want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Sharon. I'm the director of the Older Adult Center, with a Y. I'm Asherman.
Yes, I hear that, saying yeah. Okay. Okay, you know what, everybody in the room, let's introduce everybody in the room too, so.
Sure. Doyle McCarthy, I get your emails.
Oh, got it.
Senior Center there. Yeah.
Good.
Hi.
Hello, everybody. I'm Marty Malseo. I am the community coordinator at Bronx Community Board 8.
So we're just waiting on the director of admissions, Candace. Oh, and right on cue. Candace.
Hello.
I'm Mary Ellen Gibbs, I'm the chair of aging,
Very nice to meet you. Welcome to Methodist.
so,
Thank you. I'm Doyle McCarthy. I'm from the community.
Yeah, I'm Sharon Asherman. I'm the director of the Older Adult Center, with a Y.
Okay.
Artie Malseo. I'm the community coordinator at CBA.
everybody on the meeting like to introduce yourself on Zoom?
And I'm Henry Morales from Right at Home.
Hello.
Hi, Candace.
Hi, Henry. We know
Hi,
each
Georgia,
other.
you wanna introduce yourself? Georgia,
I'm Georgia Santiago
and she's on our
from
committee.
on the Community Board 8.
Okay,
And I'm Candace Huguenot Hirschberg. I'm the director of admissions, strategic planning, and I'm also the case manager for the Methodist Home Nursing and Rehab. Welcome, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just to give you a little brief overview of Methodist Home, we're a 120 bed skilled nursing facility. We have a strong emphasis and specialty in subacute rehab. Most of our clients and patients come from acute care hospitals, where we offer physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We also specialize in wound care. About 3 years ago, we opened an on-site hemodialysis center with the Robeson Institute, which is part of New York Presbyterian. So our clients, our patients who come here for hemodialysis could just take the elevator downstairs 3 days a week. We also service patients in the community who need hemodialysis 3 days a week. We're now open, we have 6 days a week dialysis, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, we have 3 chair times and 16 chairs downstairs. So we are growing every day with new clients and community clients. We have an affiliation with the New York Presbyterians, and we're a preferred provider of the Montefiore Medical Center, the different, they have Wakefield, they have Einstein, and they have the Moses Division. Also, so there's some other Montefiores that are in Mount Vernon, Nyack, and even upstate New York. So we service all their clients here. We have a strong palliative care program. We also offer on-site hospice. Any of our patients who need to transition to end-of-life hospice palliative care, we're able to offer it. We have a strong rehab department dealing with orthopedic patients, patients who go in for elective surgeries, total hip, total knee. We have a specialty with that. We also have outpatient physical and occupational therapy. So if any of our clients are in the community and want to come here for outpatient therapy, we have the ability for them to come 2-3 days a week, whatever their doctor recommends, and then they can come here for rehab as well. It's not only in-house, we offer for the community. We have a very nice program, and the therapists, we have certain times, so they're not a mix with our population when they can get services into the evenings as well too. We also have a strong program dealing with patients who need rehab that are amputees, that have had below the knee amputation, above the knee amputations, and strong rehab with people who have neurological, people who have had recently strokes. We also offer cardiac rehab, pulmonary rehab, so any specialty physiatry rehab.
All right.
We also have an on-site physiatrist that comes once a week that sees our rehab patients as well. That has a strong emphasis on pain management. So to make sure they're on the right pain medications, that she reviews with them and makes any recommendations. We also can offer psychology and psychiatry services as well. As needed, those patients will be referred for those disciplines. I wanted to give you a quick overview of Methodist. Do you guys have any questions regarding some of the services that we offer or what we can offer?
Okay, so, committee members first, Georgia, do you have any questions?
Just ask her to unmute.
Oh, she's still, muted.
Yep.
Georgia, do you have a question?
Yes, I would like, I wanted to ask, did the lady say OT and PT, physical therapy?
As an outpatient, we do inpatient, physical, occupational, and speech therapy. And as an outpatient for people in the community, if they have a prescription from their orthopedist or their MD, we can also schedule outpatient, that they come here as an outpatient for those services.
Oh, okay. Thank you. It gives me some thought.
And now we can go to anybody in the room that would like to ask a question.
I'm a graduate of rehabilitation physical therapy.
And how do you
A
do?
couple of years ago,
how do you do?
after a hip replacement.
Oh,
100%, terrific.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we went through we finished not too long ago, we went through a renovation of the facility. It was supposed to be done a number of years ago, and then our friend COVID hit, and that
Yeah.
sidelined everything, set us back a couple of years,
Sure.
but we were able to finish everything here. And we recently opened a bistro, which is available during the week for there's like nothing in the area if somebody just wants to walk to without going down the hill. So they have salads, pre-made sandwiches, soup, you know, yogurts, so coffees, to make it a little easier, because you know, you have to go down the hill or up the hill
Right,
over to Riverdale Avenue.
Do you have a question?
No, it's just a comment. Our clients are all very pleased with the rehab and the
Right.
patient stays here. And I think the thriving rooms really help too. You know?
They do.
Yeah.
They really do.
They really make a difference.
You know
People
what?
talk about them all the time.
Right?
It's
Yeah,
really
that's
nice having a private room. It was also very helpful when people get infections and we don't have to make room changes to accommodate them or in isolation. It was very, very important also during COVID times. A lot of patients and families felt more comfortable coming to a facility, knowing they were co-sharing with 2 or 3 other people in the room.
Mm.
Not to say it doesn't happen, but it lessens the effect, having your own private room.
I'm wondering how that, I don't think you, okay, if you able to answer that, but I'm wondering how that happens. Because all the rehab facilities and nursing homes I know have shared rooms. I'm just wondering, maybe it's just because the facility is so old. That they
No.
started back then with private rooms?
You know, I don't know how long, I know for a long time we've had
Mhm.
private rooms and even during the renovations it stayed. But even some of the private rooms, they're various sizes, some are a little smaller than others, but some of the large ones definitely could have a wall down the middle and have 2 people in them, but we just had the luxury of still being able to offer that.
And they say that private rooms are wonderful and private bathrooms too.
Yes,
That's a
they-
plus,
the-
'cause
the-
I'm a weirdo when it comes to
Yeah,
that stuff.
I
No,
know,
I mean, we have whirlpool shower and tub rooms that are down the hall with the
Right.
staff do assistance, but your own sink and toilet
Yeah,
with the
Right.
closed doors and each
That's
accommodation.
Wonderful, makes a big difference, yeah.
Henry, do you have any questions or comments?
No, I always work with Methodists when my clients need rehab, so very comfortable, very accommodating, and it works.
Very good, thank you. Yeah, because the industry that I'm in, I see it being very good because you have everything here, the physical therapy, especially the dialysis, because I remember taking residents out in different places for dialysis, and it's very uncomfortable for them.
You know what it is, because before
You
we
don't have
had,
to wait for the ambulance for an hour and
before
always
we had
being late on the way
the
back.
on-site dialysis, it was a struggle because we were at the mercy of the transportation.
That's a
We
big-
also required a family member or friend to escort them, so they would have to, because
Tired.
even when they're in a dialysis center, we're still responsible for the
Right.
patient. So in case they were a little confused, they tried to wander off, we did not allow that, so it was hard, and now we get the time, the staff bring them downstairs. 3 hours later, they're called, Mrs. Jones is ready to go up, and we just take them up the elevator and they can rest. And generally, they usually get rehab before, because after dialysis, they're usually kind of tired and worn out. So we schedule that they usually get the rehab before lunch, so they go to dialysis right after lunch, and then they can rest in their room and have dinner and be comfortable afterwards.
And they have like a recreation where they have entertainment on
7
certain
days a week. They have recreational, they have spiritual services, they have pet therapy, they have a beautiful garden that
That
we're,
garden is amazing.
when we just did a gala, we're doing a fundraising to renovate the garden and make it really, it's nice now, but once they start doing the work, it will be really special for patients and families when they come visit.
And one of the things that we have budgetary items that we're getting started early, asking places what they need, like how you have, say for instance, you have recreation. And that includes like doing artwork and this and that, and those things are costly,
The supplies.
the supplies and stuff, so. You can make a list of things that you think budgetary stuff that you can use for the nursing home. And submit it into our office, so I can get it onto my budget list,
Oh,
So
I'll
hopefully-
let Maria know.
yeah,
That's
and
wonderful.
do you have, it's the email that they send the list into, or?
Yeah.
So do you have the email that
Maria
they
has
send?
it, Maria.
Maria has it?
Maria has
Okay.
yeah,
I'll let her know.
so just get an idea of like different things that you can use,
That'd be great.
Terrific.
yeah,
Because, we've had recently some very talented, well-known artists that have been here. And we've invited them back. They want to do a class for the patients. And it's amazing. They do acrylic, they're dealing with wood, they're dealing with different ceramics. So, and I know our patients would just, they enjoy the different methods and the different the materials that they're using.
right, so do those people bring the supplies with them, or
I
you have to?
don't know,
Yeah.
but I know they're trying to expand some of the different programs we're doing.
And, cause I know that it just keeping them occupied and doing things, it just keeps them,
It does, because rehab is, they're here for the rehab, which is a component, but there's another 20 hours of the day.
Right,
So having the activities, having the singing,
Keeping
having the arts and
engaged.
crafts, they like their bingo, but they also like, they do cooking programs.
oh, that's nice, a cooking
Yes.
program,
Yes,
so people come from the outside to,
or the staff does it. If you look at, we have a Facebook,
Uh-huh.
Methodist Home. And if you join, you'll see when they post, they have creative classes, they have cooking programs, some of the things they do. They just had some singing entertainments, a band come. So it's nice to see some of the programs that they're doing.
yeah, so maybe some of those supplies that you use for the cooking
Yeah.
classes, maybe you can include on that
I'm
list there.
gonna let her know. That would be incredibly well appreciated.
Yeah, and we do budgetary items every year, so I wanna start getting it done early, so. I wanna put the doghouse, not putting it.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, is there anything else you'd like to tell us about the Methodist home, or?
I've been here about 7.5 years. I'm very proud to work here. I'm very proud to represent the facility. I've been doing this over 20+ years. And this, is really the only place that I wholeheartedly recommend and support because I know the care we give, I know the services. I know we have a lot of repeat families. We, in the Riverdale area, a lot of the apartments in the building, they know of people that are here. They come and, knowing friends, it's like Skyview, a couple of other places, the Whitehall. My friend was there, blah, blah, she had a great experience. I have people calling me when they know they're going in for elective procedures, knees and hips. Oh, can I reserve now? I said, no, just let them know. I drop them down. I said, we have discharges every day. It's a facility where, we have a lot of turnover because we get them home as soon as possible.
Yeah.
It's important that they get the rehab, they get back to as close to their prior level of functioning. And then we make sure we have social workers that are in charge of the discharge planning to make sure what equipment they need, any home care services, that's all set into place.
Because they say, that everybody does better when they finally get back into their own
They do.
surroundings, because you're in your own home and you feel comfortable.
And we do a very comprehensive admission assessment. So we find out what they would do in prior level functioning physically, what services they have, what home care they have, who provided the care, which services, what equipment they have now, and what they need, and make sure that's all put into place by the admission discharge date.
Because I know Methodist has a very good reputation, because
It does.
I actually work in home care myself. And I work with a lot of people that are discharged from here, and they have nothing but really
Oh,
great things to say.
Sure.
And I've been around coming in to visit people, and it's just an amazing place. You walk in, it's like magical.
You know what, it's some people tell me like, they come for tours, and they look around at other facilities and they're like, oh, I've seen enough, I'm in the lobby. I said, no, we gotta go upstairs.
Yeah,
And they're like, oh my God, I was at A, B, or C, I can't believe. I said, well, it's important to see. It's not, you can look at a website and look at other places, and they pay for these fancy websites with the crystal chandeliers when you walk in, and then you go upstairs and your heart drops.
right.
Because, it doesn't look, it doesn't smell, it doesn't feel, the patients are not well kept. So it's important to see
Absolutely.
before that's why we encourage people to come see the facility. Don't just take from a website or hearsay. If you could come in, we welcome it.
I just wanted, the whole thing has like that castle look to it, and when
Right.
you walk in, it's just like the coolest, you feel like you're visiting a castle besides everything, it looks so homey. You feel at home when you're here.
Gothic architecture, when you come in,
Right?
it's modernized. It's
Yeah.
not, the place
Yeah, you
is.
kept the original
Yeah.
look, but modernize it, it's really good balance, it's really beautiful.
Thank you.
And is there anything else maybe you want to?
I think I've covered anything, any
Yeah,
ladies, gentlemen, anybody can think of something?
I know there are different children's theater groups and theater groups in the neighborhood. Do you ever have them come visit and
You know
sing
what?
some songs and do things?
You know what, they do have some younger people come in, but that's the activities, the therapeutic manager
Oh, so they
handles
reach
that.
out? Yeah,
Yes, they
'cause there's
also-
plenty like Riverdale Children's Theater
Right.
and
I know,
Riverdale Y has a theater.
I
Yeah.
know they've had some programs with children and young adults doing concerts here, but I don't know exactly
Yeah.
how she recruits.
Cause I know even the core, even in, cause I was a president of the Parkchester Chorus, and I remember to get funding from the Bronx Council of the Arts, you had to do 2 concerts, actually 4 concerts, each semester you had to do 2 concerts. And we went into different nursing homes doing a performance, so maybe that's one thing we wanna reach out to, cause they really enjoy it, like. kids see
I
people
will
come in and
mention it
sing.
to the recreation.
Yeah, so we have
manager.
Riverdale Choral Society
Yeah.
here, Riverdale Children's Theater, and then they also have the Riverdale Rep at the Y and the Riverdale Rising Stars.
Oh,
Yeah, that's free entertainment, I know, it's budget wise, right?
no, I'll mention it to her because honestly, the patients and the residents love seeing young,
Especially the
young
kids, it's
kids.
something that they,
It's something
energize.
they relate to and it just, they brightens their face when they see.
There's something I really wanted to work on, to figure out how I wanted to do it, to have, adapt an older adult, maybe have children. I
I
wanna do it
love
with the
that, I
youth
love that.
committee and, get them to come, like the younger kids, the adult, the teenagers to come and just do maybe crafts or something.
One-on-one.
Like bring a bunch of the teenagers one day with us and just do something with the nursing home with
I'm gonna
with the
mention,
adults there.
I love that. I
It's
think,
nice.
I think that would light up their faces.
Cause yeah, it just, to me, it always energizes when I see them come into different stuff. So maybe I can call you, maybe we can
Definitely,
work on something like
Yeah.
that too.
that would be wonderful.
Alright. Anybody have any more questions or? So
Okay.
just if you can like email us and let us know some of the budgetary items that you
I'm
think.
gonna, yeah, Maria
Mhm.
apologizes if she would.
Oh, no, it's, yeah,
Yeah, but I will let her know to email you when she gets back, some things, if it could be considered,
yeah,
that'd be much appreciated.
yeah, so as a chair of aging, I really like to thank you for hosting us here today
A pleasure.
and.
It's a pleasure to meet you, and to meet you, answer your questions and speak of Methodist. I've been doing it a long time, so I feel very comfortable and
Yeah.
passionate about what I do and the people, the families, the patients and the
You can
residents.
see your passion for the place and it's a beautiful place. You guys do a really wonderful
Thank you.
job.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for, having us here. We're just gonna finish up a couple of
Sure.
business items and then, thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pleasure to meet everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, dear.
So we're gonna,
Question?
sure,
So I thought that the budgetary stuff is just for NYC aging or government.
no,
funded.
we do stuff for
What?
the nursing homes, they can put in budgetary items too, yeah,
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
yeah,
Okay.
oh, they can. All right, on the 5th on the list is old business, Georgia. You have any old business
Yes,
for
dear.
us? Georgia?
No, not really. The lady that you spoke of that gave the last meeting was terrific.
Oh, yes, the
I got a lot of
attorney, right?
information off that.
Yeah,
Pardon?
she gave a lot of good information, right, Georgia?
Oh, yes, she did. It
She's
was
just a-
excellent. It really
She had
was.
her energy and everything is just so good, she, even when she
Yes, it
speaks, and
was.
she speaks about, she's very passionate about what she does and she's very knowledgeable, so it was really good.
She was.
So I'm gonna
it
move on
was.
to I'm gonna move on to new business. Any new business, Georgia, you'd like to see?
No, could I just say something quickly before it's
Sure,
over?
absolutely.
I just wanted to say to dear Sharon, I missed you.
Oh, thank you. Oh, that's so nice.
You see?
No,
You're
'cause I heard a voice
That's so
and
nice.
then I said, oh my God.
I've
Been a long
pop in
time.
more often.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
You.
So Henry, did you want to add anything to us or
No,
anything you wanted to
That's
say?
no, not this time. Thank you.
Alright, thank you so much for joining us. That's
You're
also
welcome.
a really right at home. And not only does she own the agency, she's an owner of Right at Home, but she does volunteer work besides. That's not even included of sending home health aid. She reaches out to veterans and everything else and does some quiet work, volunteer work. So it's very well appreciated amongst the older adults, all your volunteer work that you do, Henry.
Yeah, thank you. And I do want to mention something. I'm a certified dementia practitioner and we can see that our elder aging population, and their families are having a very hard time understanding the disease. So I would like to put my name out there. If anyone needs any information, guidance, they can call me. I'm in this office, wherever I am, I have my phone, they can call me.
Oh, very good. Thank
Okay.
you so much, Amy. We
You're
appreciate that.
welcome.
Yeah, because,
You're
you know, the baby boomers, we have a lot of older adults now. We're getting, you know, so
Yeah,
we have to say older adults now. That's the lingo. We don't
yeah,
say
we
seniors,
can say.
older adults.
Older
Have to keep
adults, yeah.
that new lingo going. So
Mhm.
any other new business? So if we have no other new business, no other old business, we can move on. Georgia, you make a motion to
dear.
adjourn?
I do.
I do, and I'll
To
second
adjourn.
it. All right, meeting adjourned. Thank you,
Okay.
everybody, for
Safe
attending.
home, keep warm.
Nice to meet you.
All right.
Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
you all too, and
Later.
thanks for having me.